The results don't even matter when you're in the ring facing legends and matches.
The best in the world, CM Punk. Ready to try his hand at clobbering a rattlesnake.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
CM Punk has been in many epic battles, fought some of the all-time greats, but he's never faced a challenge like the Texas Rattlesnake.
But that's exactly what Punk came here for. He's not looking for a night off. Punk wants to test himself against a man who he thinks is one of the best to ever put on a pair of boots. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, but we'll see how Punk feels when those boots are stomping a mud hole in his chest.
CM Punk looks ready for this. I might even go so far as to say excited.
Well, it's not every day you get to tangle with a legend. Punk's dream. Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk are two of the most defiant, anti-authority, rebellious, irritable men we've ever had the pleasure of watching in the ring. But tonight, we find out who is the toughest SOB of them all. Yeah, a lot of common ground between these two. Surely a lot of mutual respect and admiration, but Austin and Punk couldn't help but ask themselves, who's the better man, bell to bell?
And now we get the privilege of watching them work out the answer here in the ring in what promises to be a chaotic, no-holds-barred match.
Two men fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero. Yeah, these two would probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team.
What's something Punk has to really take into consideration facing off against old Stone Cold? Punk has to realize that he can't count as much on his toughness here tonight as usual. Punk's a resilient guy, but Austin's offense can stop anyone dead in their tracks and have them begging for mercy. Punk might want to stay elusive and give Stone Cold the runaround. When chatting with CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin said there's no quote-unquote time shift that Punk can take to put himself back in the Attitude Era. But right now, he's facing perhaps the best of that era, and Austin is in the best shape of his life for this battle.
I question Stone Cold's usage of the time travel terminology, but there's no denying that he knows how to brawl, how to fight with attitude. If Punk can overcome Austin in a no-holds-barred scenario, there will be no doubt that Punk can rule over any era in WWE.
Hey, it's just a beatdown. CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived during Steve Austin's era, just as he did today.
Punk also claimed that there were more sharks in the water during the Attitude Era than during Punk's heyday. Now, I take some umbrage to that since I was in the water during that era, but I get where Punk is coming from. Punk is a man who rises to the level of the competition. He's risen to it when facing the likes of John Cena and The Rock, and he can do so when facing another Mount Rushmore talent like Stone Cold Steve Austin. He wriggles out of the danger zone there.
Setting up for something here.
Ferocious power slam.
My God, guys. Punk's got Austin at his limit. The rattlesnake is in deep trouble. Austin building up speed. This could be it. Austin with the cover. Quick shoulder up.
He didn't even let the ref start the count.
Catches the kick. Dragon screw.
Oh, damaging the arm.
Oh, God, that hurt.
Oh, looking to do long-lasting bodily harm.
Oh, and it's reversed. A reversal. He saw that coming.
Tamil connects. I expected this match to be hellacious, but Punk and Austin are truly outdoing themselves.
Yeah, this is a level of intensity we do not often get. CM Punk somehow managing to exceed Stone Cold's intensity. Decimation. That table became particle board.
And Punk clearly ready for a fight here.
All right, he's got to
Sink to in order to secure a win. I do not doubt the words of the rattlesnake. When you're in the ring against Austin, you have to be at your best. And CM Punk will certainly need to compete at his highest level to date in order to secure a win.
Punk never saw that coming. Austin doing what he can to help him.
Got out of the way of that one.
When asked about the locker room of Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need 1 or 2 moves to beat him. As to the top talent like Punk and John Cena, it would take, quote, 3 or 4.
Well, I'm sure Austin meant to include me in the latter group, but all aside,
This could be for the win. Instantly, he has his shoulders up.
What a jaw-dropping show of strength this late into the match.
Punk avoids the attack. A razor-sharp chop there. Punk now lifted.
Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver. Different in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submissions.
CM Punk looking to end things here.
The God Sleep GTS from Punk.
Now CM Punk needs to end this. Good night. What a stunner. That was just as devastating as when his opponent does it.
Wow, just barely making it out.
Kicking out, saving himself from the embarrassment of losing.
And Austin fends him off. He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now? He gets back into the ring. Oh, look at this. Over neck breaker. Picture perfect. Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era, and Austin the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the other's contemporaries.
You're right about that, Cole. Who can forget when Austin came out of retirement?
He wants to end this for the win. Punk powers out, still going strong.
Holding on. What is it going to take? How much longer can this go on? Vicious swinging neck breaker. Quick cover for the win.
2.
It's all over. CM Punk has beaten Steve Austin.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen.
CM Punk squaring off against Eddie Guerrero. And just listen to this crowd here in Chicago.
They are feeling the heat indeed. The ring psychology we're about to witness from these two is something that will be studied for years.
Two men who met decades ago before either one reached their heights, but now Punk and Eddie are so evenly matched. This already might be a match of the year candidate. The referee was out of position and paid for it.
Over neck breaker. Picture perfect. You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rulebook. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight. Blast off!
Oh, the high risk gave no reward there.
This is going to be a slow, methodical match as much as it'll be a psychological one. Right now, I really can't tell who's got the advantage.
Punk and Eddie are so technically matched, I really think this one's going to come down to opportunities. Not only who can create them, but ultimately who can capitalize the fastest when those opportunities arise.
CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was still an in-ring rookie. Punk's raw skills at that point sharpened Eddie enough for Eddie to return to WWE and become a world champion.
But now Punk has this
Up high, crossbody from the top. And the momentum is shifting away from Eddie.
Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here.
getting muscled up for a vertical suplex. Oh, nimbly landing behind and chop block.
Guerrero might be waking up.
Eddie was being tested and was finally able to get some offense of his own in.
CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk...
Here we go! Crossbody from the top! And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Punk is not taking his eyes off Eddie for a second, and it is paying off.
Eddie has to be aware now. This isn't the kid I faced before. This man is my equal, maybe better. Oh, that's a chop you don't want to be on the receiving end of.
Foregoing any finesse now, instead choosing to trade these heavy shots. This is more like a barroom brawl between these two.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground.
Neither competitor shows any signs of letting up or slowing down here.
Oh! Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
Devastating kick. He's looking to take things to the outside now.
Slowly moving. I'm sure he can feel the target on his back here.
Big clothesline. And guys, Eddie's going to need to dig deep into his playbook if he wants to come back against Punk now.
Tope Atomico finds the mark.
Showing off some light feet right there.
DDT!
And a kick.
CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none. But I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase, lie, cheat, and steal.
Corey, let's not discount that Punk has shown he can be underhanded as well. But something we know about Eddie is that he knows when to dig even deeper into his bag of tricks when facing a more seasoned opponent. I think we'll see some antics from Eddie tonight that even Punk has never seen.
A steady stream of moves taking out Eddie.
Smothering offense from Punk here.
Guerrero averts the attack. CM Punk looking to show off his power game now. And backbreaker.
I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys his size weren't considered main event talent.
Seeing a guy like Eddie Guerrero, who once competed as a cruiserweight, take on and topple giants of this industry.
From the top. Oof, nobody home.
Boom.
Producing a trampling. Oof. And another stiff shot to the head here. Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Go to sleep.
No way Eddie's coming back from that.
Makes it incredibly difficult to walk. Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man is going to pull out all of the stops to earn that final, decisive victory.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Eddie has been snuffed out. Wants to finish this.
Jumping neck breaker. Ouch. Punk scaling the turnbuckles. Look at the height.
Saw that coming and quickly got the knees up. Absurd amount of agility required there. DDT.
Oh, to the arm. Terrible. Jarring impact. Ooh, vicious kick to the spine. Ooh. What an interception. Dragon screw.
Propping him up in the corner.
Boom! Good defense from him. Hammerlock now.
Followed up with a lariat.
Gotta respect the strategy to work over the arm. And the momentum is shifting away from Eddie.
Punk is determined right now.
Testing the limits of that leg here. Well-placed elbow drop.
And just like that, avoiding surefire disaster.
He's tied up. Powerbomb position. Fighting out. Hammered away with punches to the face.
And averting damage there. Look at this, going counter for counter.
Oh, man, what a Hurricane Rana. Caught the leg. The Dragon Screw. Game changer. Two men giving everything they have. Their legacies, their pride, all on the line tonight.
Yeah, and neither Eddie or Punk look like they're will.
Look at the height. Frog splash. Hooked him up. And a suplex. And Punk gets countered there.
Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in.
These two trading one blow after another.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs. Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up. What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
Fatigue more than setting in, but these superstars are refusing to let up. And this could...
Nothing pretty about this, just a good old Donnybrook here.
chicken. And now propped up in the corner. Nice scoop slam for the win. Kick out before the count.
How on earth could he not keep him down for even one at this point?
Gets out of there with an elbow. Punk's had enough. He's look.
Eddie with a reversal.
Boot to the knee, just felling their opponent. And now, a pin attempt out of nowhere.
And a strong kick out at one.
His resiliency on another level. This match on another level. I am truly at a loss for words here. But caught.
Didn't work out into a powerbomb. Turning the tables. He answers right back. You're not even Punk. He turns it into the anaconda. And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
CM Punk.
Swinging the elbow to halt the offense.
And that prevents Eddie's attack. Jumping neck breaker. Ouch. Taking out the arm. Great strategy.
It has been a struggle for these competitors, a struggle to fully gain the upper hand, a struggle to put an end to it all, but I'd say that struggle has been worth it.
This capacity crowd is enraptured with every move these superstars make.
Follows it up with a clothesline. Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
2. Punk did it here in Chicago.
Here is your winner, Punk.
Slingshot tech creating matches I only thought could happen in my
champion, the cerebral assassin, the most powerful man in WWE, Triple H, is here.
Weighing in at 255 pounds, the King, Triple.
CM Punk, Triple H, set for one-on-one action tonight. The championship main event implications on the other side of this match.
Triple H looking to dash CM Punk's WrestleMania main event dreams, stating that he's only doing what's best for business. Triple H has served as a proper roadblock for Punk this long. Can he continue to do that here tonight?
Been wrestling since the age.
Let me stop you there, Cole. What about the opportunity for Triple H? So much is made of what CM Punk can accomplish this evening, but Triple H can be challenging for his 14th championship by the end of the night.
Well, that's very true, Wade, but if I were speaking for the average WWE fan, that wouldn't be the story they want to see.
Ha! The incoming!
Wow! Crossbody! Look ringside now, guys. This manager is doing something very suspicious. You know, I hate to question Triple H's strategy, but he can't continue to underestimate Punk here like he has been. Punk's proven himself as someone who can overcome the odds when the pressure is at its highest.
And it doesn't get higher than Triple H at WrestleMania. But you're right, Triple H has to know he can't intimidate Punk like he can so many others. He has to know that now's not the time for the cerebral assassin. Now's the time for the ass kicker.
And we have to look at Triple H's motives tonight. It's the COO.
Trying armbar, and he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission. And taking it to the game. Punk doing something a lot of people in that locker room want to do.
Follows it up with a clothesline.
Turns it into a pin attempt.
Oh, somehow still has enough energy for the simple kick out.
Turns it around. The game firing up. He'll make his way to the ring.
Oh, counters back with a jawbreaker.
The seeds of this battle go back to CM Punk's frustrations with the company. Seeing head figures not listen to the people, not give the best in the world his due.
Yeah, and Punk wasn't going to take it anymore. The brass never wanted a guy like CM Punk to succeed, never wanted to acknowledge his cult of personality. And now Punk is forcing the COO to take notice on our industry's biggest night of the year. And they're going shot for shot, blow for blow.
Oh, man.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Blow after blow. Test of endurance at this point. Just emptying everything they've got now. All this heavy artillery is reloading up.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
This is a war. Things have just gone nuclear. Warheads landing on the front lines now.
Oh, and there's the piece de resistance, if you will.
DDT! Momentum is really on Punk's side.
With this offensive onslaught, Punk clearly sending a message to Triple H.
Oh, that's not right. Somebody do something about that.
And the cerebral assassin taking pleasure in every attack he delivers.
Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count.
Colliding with the announce table.
Reversal from the game.
Hooked him up. High angle belly to back suplex.
The action spilling in our direction.
What a shot!
Mongolian chop.
Clearing the desk off.
Better get to safety, boys. No.
High rent district for CM Punk.
From the top.
All the way to the outside. You got to be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense, but I can't say it didn't pay off.
Sliding back into the ring. Spin kick to the midsection. Saw it coming and counters it. Oh, look at this. Out to the apron. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? On the apron. The hardest part of the ring.
Punk avoids the attack.
Driven into the knee. Outthinking the cerebral assassin. Kick. Finds the mark.
And with every additional hit to the head, you wonder if he should stay in this fight.
That's up to him and the referee. But I agree, this is concerning.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Oh, and a chair shot delivered.
Managing to evade a precarious position there. Impressive awareness from him.
Battle of counters. No one's getting their full offense in.
Triple H a step ahead.
Kendo stick impact. Off the welts already forming from that kendo shot. This is just turning into a savage display of violence. Just wailing away with that weapon like there's no tomorrow. This is getting damn dangerous.
Unable to evade the offense.
Neckbreaker after the float over. That was pretty. Triple H facing a beatdown.
Yeah, Punk clearly hell-bent on putting the game out of commission. Ah, what a neck breaker.
Face first. Set. He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
You want this fight on the outside.
And enters back into the ring. From the top. Double axe handle connects.
And somehow Punk and Triple H still have enough left in the tank to keep this fight going.
They're two of the most stubborn men in the locker room. We're witnessing that firsthand right now.
My God! Did you hear that chair shot? And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Triple H has got to find his spot and take advantage.
Punk pounding away. Now he's going to go up to the top rope. What on earth does CM Punk got planned here?
Punk looking to go for broke. Underhooks both arms. Here we go from the very top turnbuckle. The plunge.
Will that sew this up for Punk? Oh, into the pin attempt.
Two. Punk did it. Punk's going to the main event of WrestleMania.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
And with this win, CM Punk has punched his ticket to the main event of WrestleMania. Later tonight, vying for the world.
The best thing about defeating Triple H at WrestleMania 30 is the spot it granted me in its main event later that night. A full 11 years before I'd actually see that dream fulfilled. The worst part? I'd be entering battle at less than 100% against Randy Orton and Batista.
Three men competing for the ultimate prize. CM Punk, Randy Orton, Batista. But only Punk had to battle his way into this match by winning a fight against Triple H earlier tonight.
And that's exactly why the number one question on the minds of this WrestleMania crowd and Punk's opponents is how much does he really have left? Can Punk go the distance against two greats after already dealing with Triple H?
Only one way to find out, and that's in this triple threat match. Orton and Batista had to be rooting for Triple H. We could have collusion on the mind right now, so CM Punk is in for the fight of his life. No countouts, no disqualifications, triple threat rules. CM Punk in his first WrestleMania main event. A dream come true.
CM Punk has totally defied the odds as far as his accomplishments here in WWE. If he can beat all of Evolution in one night, it'll add extra credence to being called the best in the world.
Is it possible that Batista could just power through both Punk and Orton with his
Throwing caution.
completely missed the mark?
The risk clearly was not worth the reward as they just came up empty-handed there.
Release back suplex. Challenger might need to regroup after getting knocked around like that.
Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
You know, Batista and Orton were complaining for a couple of weeks that this match was going to be a triple threat, that they were really promised a one-on-one match.
Not only that, Michael Cole, we have been robbed of an Evolution WrestleMania main event.
Oh, brother, what a pity.
Truly, Cole, CM Punk has ruined what could have been three titans waging war over the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Wards that off. What a response. Into the steel steps. That's got to be a tide turner.
If you're looking to cause quick, sharp damage, you can't go wrong with the kendo stick.
And a drop kick. Picture perfect.
And I've been saying this in the lead up to WrestleMania. The Viper has been lying in wait, and it would be a big mistake to underestimate the champion.
That's a good point, Wade. It's funny, over the past couple of weeks with the stuff going on with Triple H and CM Punk and Batista getting in Stephanie's face, Randy Orton in many ways has almost become... Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk. And now heading back inside the ring. Mind games in full effect from the Apex Predator. And he's leaving the ring for the moment. Battling it out over here by our announce table.
I think that means it's time for us to step away from the announce table for safety's sake.
Regalplex. And a bit. And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Solid bit of defense on his part there.
Put into the corner. What could be next?
He quickly slides into the ring. Time to go for... Uh-oh. He's able to counter that. Bang! Oh, what a clubbing blow.
The Viper launches his opponent with an exploder.
The shoulders are down. Emphatic kick out for the challenger.
Frankly, he should have known that wasn't enough.
Randy Orton may be one of the most malicious, one of the most vicious superstars we've ever seen in WWE. There's no absence of malice at all from this man.
All facts that CM Punk knows all too well. Years ago, Orton ended Punk's first World Championship reign in unceremonious fashion.
From the top, big double axe handle. High rent district for CM Punk.
Look out! Whoa, look out!
That was absolute lunacy.
Landing with such force. Not so fast. Hurricanrana.
That kind of agility is something that just might get the champ shook. When the challenger can come at you from all angles, that makes for a very dangerous situation.
You cannot look at Randy Orton without saying, wow, that is the face of WWE. Put that face on the cover of the programs and those lovely little collector cups.
Polar opposite feelings at WWE headquarters when it comes to CM Punk. But inside cradle applied, shoulders down.
A defiant kick out after one.
You expect these pins to last much longer at this stage in the match.
Randy with a counter.
Hoisted up, powerbomb, desperate situation. Oh, he's about to leave his mark on the competition with that kendo stick.
One answer after another. Neither competitor giving an inch.
Clothesline. Oh, he got it. Clothesline.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
Batista is feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
Under the ropes and back into the ring.
Ouch. And look at Orton's face after that one. Maybe looking for a powerbomb here.
looks like Batista's headed to the outside again.
Going for the classics and grabbing a steel chair.
Oh, that right there will rock you. Punk is shaky. The end of the track for him could be near. Stops the kick. Dragon screw. No. A slingshot cross body.
Making a splash on the outside with a truly reckless attack.
Oh, right to the throat. Great move.
CM Punk knows what's at stake here more than anything. He said he...
What's it going to take to end it? It might be this. Go to sleep.
Look at this suicide dive.
Making that type of athleticism look easy when it is anything but.
Flying.
Oh, a malfunction at the junction.
Landing on that chair might have just rearranged some body parts. Any two of these competitors is a recipe for a classic, but all three, this is incredible.
Batista, Orton, and Punk each giving their all in that ring.
Kick to the gut creates separation. Boom, snaps the leg across the head. Oh, what an axe handle.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi, and textbook CM Punk.
Not sure what he's thinking, letting go here. He gets sent straight down to the floor. And he re-enters into the ring. Piercing chop. Shining Wizard.
Ducks out of harm's way.
Jeez, that's going to leave a mark. Ooh. Overwhelming offense now from Punk. Shoulders down. Might be it for Batista. Kicks out. He still has life.
He's got to be running on fumes at this point.
Makes the pin. This might be it. Emphatic kick out from the champion.
Able to get the shoulder up, but that was a long 2 count.
Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty. Drop kick from behind. Ouch. Sent out of the ring the hard way. Climbing to the top turnbuckle now. Up high.
Whoa, look out.
However much you think that hurt, I promise you it was way worse.
Flying ringside with pinpoint accuracy. Bringing this back into the ring.
Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
Batista's beat. Watch out! He might just be stalling for time here.
Throwing all caution to the wind and flying around like a bat out of hell.
CM Punk looking to end things here.
Go to sleep.
Are we about to see a title change here?
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
GTS connects. The challenger is not holding back. He's done it. CM Punk with a major upset here against Orton and Batista.
The winner of this match and the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
The Second City Saint is marching on Bourbon Street.
I'll say.
Closing out WrestleMania 30 by appearing in my first ever WrestleMania main event. It's a hell of a start to this alternative.
The following contest is
Cena defending the title against anyone, anytime, and tonight, it's CM Punk's time.
Week after week, Cena's US Open Challenge has been can't miss TV. But tonight is the biggest defense yet. CM Punk attempting to win his very first US title. It's really the only major title he's never held.
But with that in mind, it really does feel like there's even more on the line here than just the US title. The anti-authority versus the face of WWE. This is a clash of epic proportions.
Yeah, I think Punk's trying to send a message to everyone here tonight. If he doesn't get what he deserves, he'll simply take it. Red!
CM Punk has accomplished so much in his career. ECW champion, Intercontinental champion, tag team champion, world champion. But he's never won the United States title. Guys, how much does CM Punk want this title tonight?
He craves the United States title, Cole. If you want to call yourself the best in the world, holding every title of note's a key indicator of the moniker. And you know Punk wants to add his name to the list of legends that have held the United States Championship over the last 3.5 decades.
But even a competitor, the level of CM Punk is subject to curses. We've often seen competitors who are one title shy of a triple crown or grand slam just get a mental block when it comes to getting the last title on the list. Punk might already be seeing this title filling that last spot on his mantle and thinking that far ahead against a competitor like John Cena is very dangerous.
Cena has to be feeling pretty confident with the champion's advantage on his side here.
Yeah, but you better believe that's only going to add fuel to the fire for Punk. This isn't just about what the U.S. title would mean to him. This is about dismantling Cena and proving once again that he's a better competitor than the franchise.
Oh, man. I'm just going to ask this. Why has it taken CM Punk so long to answer the US Open Challenge? Is Punk intimidated by Cena nowadays? Remember, the last time these two stood face-to-face in the... Vintage Cena!
And he's just been shut down. And Punk gets countered there. Man, what timing on that counter. DDT plants them.
That looked nasty. And oh yeah, he's definitely bleeding now.
And CM Punk is in control.
Punk's technical prowess is proving hard to handle for Cena here.
Blast off!
Lands the splash.
No holding back. That's the kind of risk you need to take to earn the title. Arm wringer applied into the top wrist lock. Full control now.
Looking to get the hell out of that.
Cena might be able to start mounting something here.
Yeah, showing he's got some fight left in him.
Oh, nice lariat.
Face first. Setting up. And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here. Vicious arm stomp.
Cena is unable to stop this string of offense.
Yeah, you can just tell that Punk's outthinking Cena right now.
Oh, unloading a big kick to the back.
Targeting the arm to great effect. Oh, that might have just broken something. Tremendous pressure being applied in this head crank.
Just punishing the arm. And Punk wants more from his opponent.
Strong counter from Punk.
Being set up in the corner for something.
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Punk's hard-hitting offense has Cena off balance.
Crack your knuckles. We put a Donnybrook here. No end in sight to this exchange.
Neither competitor is backing down.
Bam! Clearly now being fueled by a righteous fury. And this bloodthirsty crowd is loving it. All this heavy artillery is really adding up. Opponent lifted up. Jaw. Meet knee. Go to sleep.
We might see a new champion crown.
And going for the pin. Still holding on to the title.
We almost just had a new champion. Less than a second away.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count.
Oof! Smack in the corner with incredible velocity.
Top rope. Crash landing.
A bit of a miscalculation on that attempt.
And that miscalculation could be the deciding factor in this match.
And now a pop-up uppercut.
Face first. Setting up on the cook. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here. Oh, my Lord. Oh, and he manages to reverse. He catches Cena with a counter.
Misses on the springboard. Going after the arm in a big way. Just breaking down the body here.
Cena has no control here.
CM Punk is firmly in the driver's seat.
Repeated knees to the hamstring.
So focused on just pummeling the leg there.
Dropping the elbow. Putting some serious wear and tear on that leg.
Cena able to ward that. And this is just classic John Cena.
Not able to rally there. Oh, and he couldn't keep the offense rolling.
Cena looking to put Punk away once and for all here. Oof! Caught a back elbow to that trouble. Oh, elbow drop right on target.
Trying to work the leg here.
Piercing elbow drop. And now headed to the outside. CM Punk headed to the top rope. Taking flight. Whoa! Cross body!
Punk now with a quick double under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda Vice.
You can tell that's locked in deep.
Every second for him is agonizing pain.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Getting sent to the turnbuckle. Punk now looking to reap the benefits of this dominance. Dragging his opponent onto the turnbuckles. High risk, high reward. You're down right, the plunge connects. This may be the challenger's moment. Going for the pin, is this over?
There's two.
And the new U.S. champion, CM Punk.
Adding another classic encounter with John.
And the time has come to finally answer the question of just who really is the best in the world. The phenomenal AJ Styles, the Second City Saint CM Punk. Face to face in a WWE ring on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
Styles and Punk have traveled up and down the same roads, wrestled in the same high school gyms and armories, competed internationally, and honed their craft to the point where they can both be called the best. But tonight, all roads have led them to this one, where only one of these men can be called the winner. I've been very fortunate to have faced off with both of these men earlier in their careers. I've spent time with each of them outside of the ring, and I can tell you that they both have a chip on their shoulder tonight. They're excited to be competing against one another for sure, but both men believe they should be in the main event of this show every year.
Given the immense in-ring talent, I can fully believe it, and I fully expect both men to earn a main event spot at some point in the future. Swapping some big-time swings here.
The fight is on, and it's furious.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
Clearly now being fueled by a righteous fury, and this bloodthirsty crowd is loving it.
Neck breaker. Picture perfect. Both CM Punk and AJ Styles are known to attract followers. Whether it's a club or a society, each man frequently has backup. Oh, looking to cripple the leg. And after that shot to the knee, what could be next?
Avoided any damage there.
High rent district for CM Punk.
Lift off. Landing straight on the knees, not the intended outcome.
Hooked up. Shin breaker. Big night for AJ Styles making his rest. Watch out. Whoa, cross body. And he's looking for it to get to the sky.
Oh, the knees at the last second.
Ooh, that got turned around on Styles.
Styles was waiting on that.
Sharp suplex. What an axe handle. Headed to the top rope. From the top.
Oh, just a flattening splash.
Triangle armbar. Triangle. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here. And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. He lets his opponent out of the submission. Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
There's blood in the water now. He better be careful.
Soaring. Oh, man, he landed rough there. CM Punk has long considered himself an outcast. Most folks would have pegged him as a long shot to succeed in WWE. And once he arrived, he was never expected to.
Triangle armbar. Triangle. Not sure what he's thinking. Letting go here. Some serious damage to the arm being inflicted here.
Boom! Simply bone-rattling offense.
Styles is getting dominated.
And at this pace, Punk's not going to let Styles get his bearings anytime soon.
Just targeting the leg, testing the limits.
There it is! Reversal! He's able to break through with an attack of his own.
Styles open to start a rush of his own with that attack.
Capitalizing with a pinhead quickly definitely sends a pretty serious message.
CM Punk and AJ Styles are both absolute geniuses.
Lift off through the air and connects.
Fueled by emotion, doing whatever it takes to take out the competition.
Time to go for... AJ capitalizes on that misstep.
Several reversals, neither superstar able to penetrate their opponent's defenses.
Focused on weakening that arm.
Gentlemen, no need for monitors right now. The fight is right in front of us.
And he finds a way to elude that attack.
Oh, this is what you get. He had that coming.
Splat! And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Yeah, CM Punk's making clear that the time for pleasantries is over. And Styles finding out that the hard way.
And he gets delivered back into the ring.
is here. Gone to sleep. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
2. What a kick out at 2.
I don't know where AJ gets this from. He dug down deep to kick out.
Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin.
Soaring out of the ring goes Punk.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. And now thrown back into the ring.
Incoming!
Now pulling a pin out of nowhere. Tiny hook
Makes the
power.
He kicks out with force. Amazing.
Escape just in time.
And Styles is...
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an anaconda.
He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back down to sleep.
Is it enough to put Styles away?
2. And Punk gets the big win over Styles.
Here is your winner, Sing Him!
An honest dream match for any era, and you made it happen.
The man looking at the career of Kurt Angle with a loss tonight, CM Punk.
The follower is Kurt.
The only gold medalist in WWE history. The wrestling machine, Kurt Angle.
Competing in his final match after a 20-year Hall of Fame career, the only gold medalist in WWE history.
At long last, Kurt Angle and CM Punk face off inside a WWE ring. And on the biggest stage here at WrestleMania. Kurt Angle is set to retire tonight, and CM Punk jumped at the chance to be the one to send him off into the sunset.
Look, I know Punk respects Angle, but this could also be a career-defining moment for Punk. Can the best in the world put the Olympic gold medalist on the shelf for good in a submission?
Face first, setting up. And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold. Looking to take it to the air now.
From above. From the sky.
Cross body from the top.
And he's going to the top. Watch out.
All the way to the outside. From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
Any advice for CM Punk here? Taking out a gifted technician like Kurt Angle?
Look, Punk's no slouch when it comes to holds and technical abilities. Trading back and forth blows now.
We are getting up close and personal with this match. Hopefully it doesn't come any closer.
Ooh. Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
Oh. This has turned into a violent game of chicken. Who's going to step off the gas first?
What impressive determination from both competitors. Keeping at each other no matter what. No more holding back. Going all out now.
And just like that, the scales are imbalanced.
And he tosses him back in now.
Check out the springboard. Clothesline! Off with their head. Out of the turnbuckle. German suplex. And again, stipulation for this match is a submission match. You can only win by tapping your opponent out.
You know, it was a very nice gesture from CM Punk to request this for the last match in the career of a submission specialist like Kurt Angle.
Come on, Corey. Nothing virtuous about that decision. All just part of Punk's mind games. Punk wants to play Angle's game and be able to say that he beat him at it.
No, it's a sign of sportsmanship. It's like an olive branch being extended. Punk's allowing this match to be like a home game of sorts for Kurt.
Oh, he timed that counter well. Oh, one step ahead of Angle.
What's Angle planning here?
Oh, rough landing off the suplex.
I talked to Punk earlier today, and he said he fully expects Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently. A little more intense, the Kurt Angle of old.
Fitting American sports analogy here for an American hero. You gents, correct me if I'm wrong, is like a legendary baseball player taking his final swings at the plate. He may not have much left, but he still may hit a home run.
Very true, Wade. You said that correctly. I'm very proud of the American that you've become.
For Kurt Angle, you can't remain as great as you once were, but you can be great one more time.
Angle might just have Punk right where he wants him. Punk sidesteps out of that.
Despite what has transpired leading to tonight, there's a level of respect that CM Punk has.
No fight left whatsoever. Ankle lock up.
Trying to break out of this grip and is able to do it. Escapes the hold before irreparable damage is done. Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect.
Once again attacking the skull and doing some pretty decent damage in the process.
The arm absorbing the damage. That'll do some serious damage. Oh, right in the arm. Oh, God, that hurt. Kurt Angle in need of a reprieve.
Punk is managing to out-wrestle Kurt freaking Angle. And no matter how we got here, this is a match the people have been wanting to see. The Olympic gold medalist taking on the best in the world. A match that can propel both men's legacies even further.
Now heading outside.
Counter by CM Punk. Momentum going back to Punk here with a straight shot there. Answering back. Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
This is more like a barroom brawl between these two.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags. Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up. Boom! Thanks for coming.
Whip back into the ring.
Some mental chess here from Angle.
Armringer into the Kimura. Able to reach the rope and put an end to the submission.
Having trouble making it to a vertical base, and it looks like it's only going to get worse. Planted neck first. Mistake, and that error could be costly.
On a well-placed calf kick there. CM Punk hoists his opponent.
The Golden Sleep GTS from Punk.
Now CM Punk needs to end this. About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Finds the ropes to
force a break.
A prime example of why you need to know where you are at all times.
The fireworks. Nice takedown there. Smooth trap.
And the ropes will force the hold to be released. Gets the reversal. What a counter.
What an axe handle.
Counters to gain the advantage.
These two reaching a standstill with all these reversals.
Quick thinking right there. Connected hard with the calf kick.
I don't like the looks. Trying armbar. Triangles in. And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked in.
And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
Punk's had enough. He's look. Good reflexes from him there.
Launched with a suplex. Every time I think this one's over, Punk or Angle gets back up, keeps going. What an astonishing display from these two warriors. CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Nails the GTS.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Incredible display.
One last gasp effort, and that'll do it. This can only be bad for him.
And down with the belly to belly.
Wow, he reversed Angle.
And Kurt escapes danger. Sequence of reversal.
Face first. Set up on the coat. And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep. And once again, that has to ensure victory.
Boom. Trying armbar. Triangles in. Triangles in. Submission locked in tight. He's got to find a way out of this.
I'm sure he's
forced to tap out. No other choice.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
This was one to remember. And certainly a victory CM Punk will never forget. Forcing...
Maybe it's only in an alternative timeline, but I'll...
I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. Not only taking on The Fiend, but being locked inside the Hell in a Cell with that monster at the showcase of the Immortals.
His nerves have to be shot. As calculated as Punk is in the ring, there's no way he can possibly figure out what the Fiend is about to unleash on him.
He won't know where, when, or how it's coming. All he can be sure of is that it's gonna be brutal.
Well, according to my notes, CM Punk has in-ring experience against Bray Wyatt, but in reality, he's never seen this side of Bray.
Something else to note is that Punk's previous matches with Bray were tag team contests that included the rest of the Wyatt family.
Wow, so Punk's first ever singles match with Bray Wyatt is against The Fiend? I rarely bet against the best in the world, but this is a case where I just might.
And goes back into the ring here.
Both of these men have made careers by changing with the times. Punk has gone from indie darling to extremist to straight-edge cult leader to the best in the world.
I will agree that Punk's ability to evolve is commendable, but I don't think anyone has undergone a transformation quite like Bray Wyatt when he became The Fiend.
Indeed, gentlemen, Bray Wyatt was a dominant force in the main event already. But as The Fiend, he's almost unbeatable. Wonder if Punk will need to change it again to overcome tonight's challenge. This has to be such an uneasy feeling for Punk right now. He's usually trying to outthink his opponents.
Yeah, but how in the world do you outthink something that doesn't even think like a human? I think Punk's going to have to rely on his speed and technical abilities here if he even wants to remotely have a chance at beating The Fiend.
Something that should not get lost in all of this chaos. Before he was The Fiend, before he was Bray Wyatt, the man under that mask was actually a follower of CM Punk.
Yeah, shortly before Bray Wyatt found his way, he was part of CM Punk's...
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi, and textbook CM Punk.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Snap suplex. Just ejected from the ring. Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell. It retaliates with a counter. And he heads back into the ring. Uh-oh.
Fiend eludes that.
This is a situation you want to avoid.
CM Punk has to know now that this isn't just Bray anymore. The Fiend is making him realize that.
Whoa, what an axe handle.
You can just feel how much tension is in the air here at WrestleMania. CM Punk facing possibly his biggest challenge to date.
There's really no telling what we're about to witness here with The Fiend. We've already seen a lot of diabolical mind games, and I'm sure those are far from over.
This match is going to change Punk forever. Whether he wins or loses, he'll never be the man he was before he entered the cell tonight. Oh, what a chop! And now tying up the leg.
Working the leg with that move.
Something that should not get lost in all of this chaos. Before he was The Fiend, before he was Bray Wyatt, the man under that mask was actually a follower of CM Punk.
Yet shortly before Bray Wyatt found his way, he was part of CM Punk's new nexus under a different name. You have to wonder if whatever's left of Bray's psyche under that mask still has some respect for Punk. If so, I wonder if the best in the world can somehow use that to gain a mental advantage.
This might be one of the most psychological matches we'll ever witness in the history of WWE.
The Fiend started laying his groundwork earlier. I know Punk seems like he's unfazed, but deep down I think the seed of fear has started to sprout inside. Punk has to do everything he can to fight through that fear if he wants to walk out of WrestleMania with the win tonight. And he manages to escape just in the nick of time.
Into a Falcon Arrow.
Oof! Getting out of harm's way.
Uranagi by Punk. He turns it. He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
Opponent lifted up.
Uh-oh. A counter by the Fiend. Ooh. What a counter.
Showing some extra scouting, knowing how to answer a counter with a counter of your own. Punk dodges out in time.
Bionic elbow right to the forehead. Targeting the arm now. Guys, can't believe it. Punk has the Fiend reeling. Punk might just slay this monster.
Another unprotected shot straight to his head.
Knee straight to the gut, stays off the attack.
Sequence of reversals there.
These two are clearly fired up, going blow for blow.
Boom! And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair. Bam!
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two. Ooh! Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up. Oh, look at this. Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect.
You can just feel how much tension is in the air here at WrestleMania. CM Punk facing possibly his biggest challenge to date.
There's really no telling what we're about to witness here with The Fiend. We've already seen a lot of diabolical mind games, and I'm sure those are far from over.
This match is going to change Punk forever. Whether he wins or loses, he'll never be the man he was before he entered the cell tonight.
CM Punk and The Fiend facing off against each other at the event that brings out the best in each man, WrestleMania.
You speak the truth, Corey Graves. Every time Punk comes down that ramp at WrestleMania, his next level competitiveness hits an all-time high. That's why we've seen him have all-time WrestleMania classics against the likes of Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, and The Undertaker. But as for The Fiend, I need only remind you of what happened last year at WrestleMania. The Fiend lured John Cena into the Firefly Funhouse match and destroyed the franchise both physically and mentally.
And since then, John Cena has not been seen in a WWE ring. Gotta wonder if CM Punk will suffer the same fate should The Fiend get his way tonight. This might be one of the most psychological matches we'll ever witness in the history of WWE.
The Fiend started laying his groundwork earlier. I know Punk seems like he's unfazed, but deep down I think the seed of fear has started to sprout inside him. Punk has to do everything he can to fight through that fear if he wants to walk out of WrestleMania with the win tonight.
Fist directly to the gut.
Something that should not get lost in all of this chaos. Before he was The Fiend, before he was Bray Wyatt, the man under that mask was actually a follower of CM Punk.
Yeah, shortly before Bray Wyatt found his way, he was part of CM Punk's new nexus under a different name. You have to wonder if whatever's left of Bray's psyche under that mask still has some respect for Punk. If so, I wonder if the best in the world can somehow use that to gain a mental advantage. Wow.
Spinning kick to the gut. Showing no signs of defense here, guys. Being placed in the corner here. Countered by CM Punk. Well, according to my notes, CM Punk has in-ring experience against Bray Wyatt, but in reality, he's never seen this side of Bray.
Something else to note is that Punk's previous matches with Bray were tag team contests that included the rest of the Wyatt family.
Wow, so Punk's first ever singles match with Bray Wyatt is against The Fiend? I rarely bet against the best in the world, but this is a case where I just might. I think that throw moved the entire ring.
And driven down in a belly-to-back suplex.
Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain-link enclosure.
Look at this. I've never seen a more ominous bag in my life. Nothing good ever comes from this.
Both of these men have made careers by changing with the time.
Double leg takedown, got the shoulders down. Turns the tables, shoulders down. Fights out at 2.
Somehow he's managed to get that shoulder up in the nick of time.
What's in the bag? What's in the bag? Tell me what's in the bag.
And the Fiend just can't mount any offense.
Punk shifting things to his favor against the Fiend.
CM Punk turning his attention to the WWE Universe now. He saw that one coming.
Neckbreaker. Picture perfect. Both of these men have had cult-like followings in the WWE locker room, but tonight is purely a one-on-one battle.
For a multitude of reasons, not the least of which is the gargantuan cell surrounding the ring. It's nearly impenetrable.
And neither man seems to welcome any allies at this point. The Fiend's transformation seems to have shed any vestiges of being a family leader. And with a match of this magnitude, I don't think Punk wants anyone at his side. Punk wants to prove he can overcome the Fiend without any help.
DDT! And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Punk fighting. What's it going to take to win? The Fiend wards him off.
Both superstars countering one move.
CM Punk looking. Able to slip out of that situation. He's on Punk now, lifting. And
He shot it down his throat.
The Fiend stops his opponents dead in their tracks.
will that close Punk out?
The power's out. Still going strong.
His resiliency on another level. This match on a Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the Anna.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
This has been a display of the highest caliber.
Just listen to this crowd. I can't hear myself think.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
Back to the float over. That was pretty. Bang! He finds a counter. Clothesline.
Oh, Lord.
So effective.
The heel is hot, and now it is being bent.
I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. Not only taking on the Fiend, but being locked inside the Hell in a Cell with that monster at the showcase of the Immortals.
His nerves have to be shot. As calculated as Punk is in the ring, there's no way he could possibly figure out what the Fiend is about to unleash on him.
He won't know where, when, or how it's coming. All he can be sure of is that it's gonna be brutal. CM Punk and The Fiend facing off against each other at the event that brings out the best in each man, WrestleMania.
You speak the truth, Corey Graves. Every time Punk comes down that ramp at WrestleMania, his next level competitiveness hits an all-time high. That's why we've seen him have all-time WrestleMania classics against the likes of Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, and The Undertaker. But as for The Fiend, I need only remind you of what happened last year at WrestleMania. The Fiend lured John Cena into the Firefly Funhouse match and destroyed the franchise both physically and mentally.
And since then, John Cena has not been seen in a WWE ring. Got to wonder if CM Punk will suffer the same fate should the Fiend get his way tonight. Just over a year ago, at WrestleMania 36, the Fiend competed in one of the most unorthodox matches in WrestleMania history, the Firefly Funhouse match. He took John Cena on a journey of mental anguish and brutal self-reflection before beating down the franchise and pinning him in the center of the ring. I don't think Cena will ever be the same if we ever see him again.
Should the Fiend look to repeat his masterclass of mind games, it'll be interesting to see how it works on Punk. On one hand, Punk can handle the most extreme mental warfare. but the Firefly Funhouse is where skeletons of a superstar's past are exhumed. Wyatt has plenty of history to pull from when it comes to CM Punk. If he can find the right parts of Punk's psyche to target, he may be able to once again decimate a surefire Hall of Famer on the grandest stage of them all.
This might be one of the most psychological matches we'll ever witness in the history of WWE.
The Fiend started laying his groundwork earlier. I know Punk seems like he's unfazed, but deep down I think the seed of fear has started to sprout inside him. Punk has to do everything he can to fight through that fear if he wants to walk out of WrestleMania with the win tonight.
Both of these men have had cult-like followings in the WWE locker room, but tonight is purely a one-on-one battle.
For a multitude of reasons, not the least of which is the gargantuan cell surrounding the ring. It's nearly impenetrable.
And neither man seems to welcome any allies at this point. The Fiend's transformation seems to have shed any vestiges of being a family leader. And with a match of this magnitude, I don't think Punk wants anyone at his side. Punk wants to prove he can overcome the Fiend without any help.
Punk never saw that.
A quick takedown, double leg and a high stack.
Oh, foot's delivered, shoulders down. 3, no.
Are we sure the shoulder was up? That was so close. Something that should not get lost in all of this chaos. Before he was the Fiend, before he was Bray Wyatt, the man under that mask was actually a follower of CM Punk.
Yeah, shortly before Bray Wyatt found his way, he was part of CM Punk's new nexus under a different name. You have to wonder if whatever's left of Bray's psyche under that mask still has some respect for Punk. If so, I wonder if the best in the world can somehow use that to gain a mental advantage.
Slowly rising, but he won't like what he's met with.
Check out the springboard. Oh, what a clothesline. No mercy being shown to the Fiend here.
Punk shifting things to his favor against the Fiend.
What a way to get out of that one.
Both of these men have made careers by changing with the times. Punk has gone from indie darling to extremist to straight-edge cult lead.
What's it going to take to end it? It might be this. Go to sleep.
Outlook is bad for the Fiend.
Pop right in the stomach creates the separation. Getting carried to a vulnerable position here.
Zeroing in on the throat.
Uh-oh.
Indy counters. Oh, target acquired and destroyed.
The Fiend wards him off. Shoving him into the corner now. Oh, fires back with a kick to the gut.
Hooked up. DDT.
This has been an absolutely brutal match inside Hell in a Cell. I knew the Fiend and CM Punk were going to go to war here, but even for WrestleMania, this match has gone above and beyond. Ooh, that's going to echo in your ear for a bit.
And CM Punk is in control.
Punk up high.
Oh, that's it. What a splash. Some intimidation tactics from CM Punk.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. He gets back into the ring.
Oh, man.
Float over a Russian leg sweep.
Using the chair with no caution at all.
The Fiend is not accustomed to this position.
Punk is determined right now.
Taking full advantage of the...
Punk now with a quick double under and a Uranor. He converts it into the...
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold. Is victory close? This could be it. And he fights it off.
Almost inhuman at this point.
Spinning heel kick. Folks, this is difficult to watch.
Yeah, every subsequent blow to the head just gets worse and worse. I think they should just call this match and get a doctor in here ASAP.
Fiend had it scouted. The Fiend showing how much punch.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Go to sleep. Is it enough for Punk?
And the cover. CM Punk beats the Fiend.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
I don't know how on earth Punk was able to do it.
An honor to know him, to have worked with him, and to get one more chance to
Big-time tag team action underway here as CM Punk and AJ Lee take on The Miz and Maurice.
Yes, and we're about to find out just who is the true ultimate power couple here in WWE.
Well, there's only one it couple, and no offense, but it's not Punk and AJ. The camera loves Miz and Maurice, and Miz and Maurice know that nothing looks better on camera than beating two of the best in the world.
Maurice is mostly known today for her reality TV work, but it's easy to forget that she was one of the most dominant competitors of the Divas era.
That she was, Michael Cole. Maurice was the first woman to ever hold the Divas title on more than one occasion, and for the majority of the title's history, she was the longest reigning title holder at 211 days.
But that record was surpassed by the other woman in this match, AJ Lee. So not only is AJ Lee a better competitor in the women's division, she's a better diva too.
A lot of variables at play in this intergender tag match. All four competitors have been subject to mixed tag rules before, where the men could only fight the men and vice versa. But tonight, intergender fighting is allowed.
And I know both Maurice and AJ Lee have that chip on their shoulder. Maurice has always looked down on CM Punk and would love nothing more than hurting the best in the world. And let's not forget that AJ Lee...
And a schoolboy catching their opponent by surprise!
Real takedown against the cover. And he breaks the count quickly.
It's not over yet. That was not enough to do it.
Don't get me wrong, AJ Lee is her own woman and can fight her own battles, but we've seen in the past that CM Punk will defend his family with every fiber of his being. The Miz, on the other hand, sometimes he makes his wife fight his battles. Hides behind his wife when the fight intensifies.
That's because Miz and Maurice are an equal unit. Why should the man always hold the door open? Or the ring ropes, for that matter?
You call it being equal? I just think Miz can be a chicken sometimes.
Takes their breath out. Effective counter. Punk has said on multiple occasions that he doesn't respect The Miz or how he got his start in WWE. I'm sure AJ Lee feels the same about Maurice.
Punk and Lee got into WWE the traditional way, by competing on the independent circuit for years and paying their dues, while Miz and Maurice took the reality route via Tough Enough and Diva Search, respectively.
Well, as a man who put in years of training, but also won the first season of NXT, the truth of the matter is that a real WWE superstar will take any opportunity given to them to get their foot in the door. There's no shame whatsoever in how Miz and Maurice got here, and their success since is proof that it's not how you start, it's how you finish. From the heavens! Oh, that was a severe miscalculation. Turned into a neck breaker.
AJ Lee recently making her WWE return after a decade away. She spent that time becoming a best-selling author, a TV and movie producer, and getting herself back in the proper mental state to compete again. Seems to have worked as she instantly reinserted herself into the main event scene.
That has to eat at Maurice a bit. Don't get me wrong, Maurice has had some major matches since her retirement, but the vast majority of them have been at the side of her husband. I wonder if we see Maurice put a bit more effort to take command of this match tonight to prove that she can get back to the top of the women's division all by herself.
She turns it around with the reversal. Not so fast. Hurricanrana.
You know what? I'm just going to say it. I believe CM Punk is jealous of The Miz.
Come on, Wade, jealous? Miz is the Grand Slam champion, sure, but Punk has accomplished even more in WWE.
We can compare resumes all day, Cole, but consider this. Everything Punk wanted to do, Miz did first. Miz joined the main...
Tag made. Double team coming. Up to the top rope. Way up high. Elbow drop.
Dim the spotlight, roll the credits. Miz and Maurice into the exit stage left.
What a counter!
The list of accolades for Punk and AJ may be a smidge longer. Their in-ring skills may be a smidge higher. But there's one aspect of this that the It couple has over their opponents tonight, and it's the most vital one. Experience.
As much as it pains me to agree there, Wade, you're right. Miz and Maurice have stood in the ring against some of the top power couples in wrestling at some of the biggest PLEs in WWE history, including Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
And for as long as Punk and AJ have known each other off-screen, they've only tagged together for a few brief matches on Raw. Training together is one thing, competing together is another. Punk and AJ are going to have to be fast learners tonight. It's deep waters in this tag match, but I don't see any sign of quit yet.
Miz turns it around. Catches the leg. Got him caught. On a dragon screw.
And it should come as no surprise that these four superstars are putting on an absolute tag team clinic right now. The disdain both these power couples have for each other, and just how much each of these superstars love to be the center of the universe, fueling this entire affair.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Yeah, the It Couple spotlight's really being dimmed right now. Punk and AJ are absolutely rolling.
And he turned it around. And that can be a first step toward Miz gaining control.
Now about to get thrown to the outside of the ring. What a brutal beatdown this has become. Throwing absolute caution to the ring there, and it paid off big time. Oh, a boot to the back.
And gets tossed back into the mat. Oh, what a clubbing blow. Planted with a neck breaker.
Makes the tag to his partner. Oh, what a boot.
Placing him in the corner. Cuts the attack off. That can make an opening for her. He's able to reverse it. Oh, what an axe handle. bouncing off the turnbuckle. Oh!
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked in the Anaconda Vice. Tapped out! Tapped out!
Here are your winners, KJ Lee and CM Punk.
And what may be one of the most emotional wins of their collective careers, CM Punk and AJ Lee proved themselves tonight. For Lee, she proved she deserves to be back on top of the women.
Truly, truly fantastic. Facing a litany of all-time WWE.
WrestleMania is indeed the grandest stage of them all.
It doesn't get any bigger than this.
Champions are crowned, rivalries finished, moments made that will live forever. Well, what happens the night after can change everything. The Raw after WrestleMania is a night for history-making debuts. Overwhelming reactions. Once-in-a-lifetime showdowns that change the course of the WWE Universe.
We're just getting started. What a night it's gonna be.
It's also a night for monumental returns.
Rusev is back. They somehow make a lot of noise.
Tonight will be no different as we see the long-awaited return of the Archetype, thrust right back into the championship spotlight.
The Archetype wants a shot at my client's championship? This is going to be the shortest comeback in WWE history.
The Archetype returns tonight on the Raw after Mania.
There you are. I've been looking for you all.
Honestly, it's nice being the archetype. Enough time to realize Hollywood wasn't for me. I'm putting the whole acting thing on hold for now. WWE is where I'm...
Well,
I know I...
seeing him...
Thanks, Pierce.
Wow. What's it been? 10, 12 years?
Something like that.
Thanks. And now it's your turn.
Well,
it wasn't just hot.
it was actually Cop with mustache.
In any event, I have a feeling...
Why change what always... Got it.
Yeah.
I gotta ask, are you sure?
Good to see you too, Paul.
Any of this? We all know it's not going to turn out well when you face my client, the reigning, undisputed WWE. A lot's changed since you left WWE.
A lot has changed, Paul.
Things could have been so much different between you and me. You could have been my Paul Heyman. To have a one-line... giving up the opportunity.
I think everything happens for a reason.
Oh, I agree.
Comeback kid. Prodigal son.
Jacob...
Nobody.
When I won the IC title, that lit the rocket under my career.
Must still be burning if they handed you a title match.
Well, do you?
It don't matter if you win. It don't matter.
Let me guess. You?
You're quick. Sooner or later, you're gonna try to take what's mine.
I'm hoping you have all your shots, because if you're about to say dog walk, I'll have to tell you, I'm a house break your ass.
Yeah? Yeah. I might like you, archetype. You got some stones. If Braun don't say...
The following contest
The unification of the World Championship. Here we go. It's the Raw to WrestleMania, and our WWE Champion is wasting no time in facing their next challenge in the returning Archetype.
This is a match we thought we would never see, let alone witness, just one night after the showcase of the Immortals.
Credit to Paul Heyman's guy, Braun Breaker. He doesn't dodge any challenge. He just better hope that doesn't catch up to him tonight.
And a roundhouse. Stellar kicks to the body. And what a great use of the feet.
Kick to the gut gets them out of that one.
Agility like that, easier said than done, gentlemen.
Spear nearly cut in half. Locked in, he's ready for anything. Boom! Ouch!
Paul Heyman's client, Braun Breaker, is defending his WWE Championship against the returning Archetype in a showdown worthy of next year's WrestleMania. Right now, on Raw. Breaker showing no answer for this attack.
Breaker needs to find the best play in his playbook now.
Answer after answer for each other's offense here.
Chess match of counters and reversals happening here.
It's those kind of maneuvers that can threaten the championship tonight. And Breaker turns the tables.
What a display here. Counters on both sides.
It knew what was coming there.
Making his way to the top here.
And boom!
Good Lord, taking flight.
Really risked it all there.
Very fortunate to hit the mark in that one.
Safe.
High risk!
Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
Risked it all and lost it all.
That's going to hurt in more ways than one. Uh-oh, has to find a way out of this.
Driven into the barricade, spine first.
The challenger enduring the punishment.
Unhinged offense from Breaker's arsenal.
And he slides him back to the mat. Springboard DDT!
Clubbing blow.
Laid out with a Frankensteiner.
Followed up with the pin attempt.
This match has been going for a little while, and that's all adding up.
Down on the shoulder. Button step ahead there.
You still think the Archetype is swimming upstream, Wade?
He looks great, but he better stay focused here.
Look out.
Frankensteiner from the top rope.
Like I was saying. And the Archetype may be hurt.
Here we go.
Spear! Breaker nails the spear!
That's gotta be it.
Braun Breaker has successfully defended his WWE Championship, turning back the Archetype with relative ease.
This wasn't the comeback the Archetype had hoped for, to say the least. And now he's going to be asking himself a lot of hard questions.
Braun's about to put an exclamation point on his WrestleMania weekend.
The Archetype just hit the floor with a sickening thud.
Well, if it wasn't clear already, it's officially a new era in WWE. The Archetype is a thing of the past, and Braun Breaker reigns supreme.
I'm not sure how the Archetype is going to regroup from this.
He might not regroup at all.
We are now joined by a former champion who made their long-awaited return tonight, the Archetype. Let's open up the floor to questions. Let's start off in the... Thank you.
I just limped in here with an ice pack, so what do you think?
Okay, next up.
Hi, Robin. You're?
Oh, here we go.
One post read.
Look, I'll be the first to admit I didn't perform up to my standards tonight. Am I disappointed?
We have time.
I think a lot of people are wondering the same thing. All that negative, I will train. So I'm going...
Ladies and gentlemen, the Archetype.
Trying to remember who you used to be? Or wondering if you'll ever get back?
Maybe. The place looks nicer than I remember.
We've made some up.
Don't have to tell me that.
Yeah, I saw your comeback match.
I got beat. There's no hiding from that. But hey, everybody loves a comeback.
Well, then you've come to the right. What they did? Because they're on.
Good.
Glad to hear. You've got...
Thanks. I will.
Oh.
Is it enough?
No.